It has been just over 15 years since Formula One last raced at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the United States Grand Prix. Hello everybody, and welcome to a new video here on Assetto Corsa. Today we're going to be doing a short 10-lap race with the 2023 20-car grid at Indianapolis. And last time they were here, it was this guy right here, Lewis Hamilton, that took the victory. So we'll see if we can replicate that. We'll be, of course, starting from the back. We are on the updated layout here at Indy that IndyCar and NASCAR both race on now. Well, NASCAR sounds like they're going back to the oval next season, although they put on an absolute banger of a road race here just a few days ago. But a very, very fun but yet challenging circuit to drive here now, as you can see us going through the back and forth, kind of left to right again, and then of course you head back towards the oval. Don't actually get up on the oval for long here. It's a couple of seconds, and then you turn right back into the infield there. It's going to be interesting to see how this car is able to tackle this circuit a little bit deep right there into the braking zone. This is going to be an interesting one, that's for sure, now as we come through the final couple of corners and back on to the front straightaway. It's going to be a fun race, I think. Now I say, you know what, after literally just one lap of practice, let's dive into the actual Grand Prix. All right, we are ready to race here from Indianapolis. 10 laps of racing. I'm looking to get a new UI mod and whatnot that you see a lot of YouTubers run. So stay tuned on that here for the future videos on Assetto Corsa. Video number 2 that we've done, of course, in the last one, we went racing in my home circuit, and they weren't stomping on the brakes like this down towards turn number 1, but we were at Mosport, their Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. A lot of fun that track was here. Now at the inside of one of the AlphaTauris now as I try to get hard on the throttle, nearly lose the rear end right now. As you can see, the Ferrari going ahead. I'm going to really get aggressive there. Yeah, not what I wanted to do. I do apologize on that one, as Carlos Sainz and myself not quite getting along here. Oh my goodness, we hang on to it. All right, let's focus in and ignore how stupid we drove right there for a brief moment now, as we'll close back in on the traffic, and here we go, right up to the curbing, and we are already within striking distance again. So last episode in Canada, a very, very interesting one where we saw a lot of chaos on the opening lap, but it took us a couple attempts in that one to really get something done, but hopefully this one, it can be a pretty simple one and done. I really enjoyed driving this circuit. Formula One, of course, had a lot of controversy here back in 2005 for the United States Indianapolis Grand Prix with the whole tire situation and the teams pulling out of the Grand Prix. Michael Schumacher ended up winning that one for Ferrari. And of course they did come here a few more times into 2007 before they of course left Indianapolis for good. And the question is for me, will they ever come back to Indianapolis? What do you guys think? I'm gonna say there's a possibility you will see Indianapolis come back with Formula One, but it's gonna be, I think, quite a ways away still. I mean, right now of course they got 3 United States Grand Prix now. Look at the chicane. This is where we can really gain some time on the back of the AlphaTauri here. Now I'm going to push him a little bit over, force his hand, get a little bit of slipstream right there from Nico Hulkenberg as I'm around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. As, oh, I'm going to get to the back of Hulkenberg. Didn't quite want to do that. Oh my goodness. He says, you know what? If you're going to take me out, you're going to get it right back. I respect it. And now we're down to last place. So we were making headway, but now we have to go on a recovery drive instead. Alright, maybe not do that. It's been a rough start. Red flag came out, and now we got 7 laps of racing to go from still the back of the grid. We gotta get aggressive here. Lights out again. We're back underway with 7 laps remaining in Indianapolis now. Get the DRS open. Look at this. Here we go. Through the middle, slicing the bread. And now, as we head towards turn 1, there's a nice gain already here, as I'm going to absolutely send it up the inside of the Alfa Romeo cars of both Zhou Guan Yu, Valtteri Bottas as well here, as we will settle in behind. As I was saying earlier, you know, both races this past weekend at the circuit, a lot of fun to watch between IndyCar and NASCAR. Now, of course, both completely different styles of racing and both put on very, very entertaining races. NASCAR had only 1 yellow, but since I've been watching the sport, that is the least amount of cautions I think I've ever seen in a race. So that was kind of cool, as I did not mean to just send it up the inside there now, so I'm going to let the Alpha have it, and we'll kind of reset there. They stomp on the brake pedal here, so I'm trying to stick with them, but a little bit too cautious right now I am on that right foot. All right, lap 1 of the 7 done. We got all the way up to 12th there from last, just by getting really aggressive into the first corner. I'm still not comfortable with my pace around here, or confident I should say. Definitely lacking pace. It's not awful, but yeah, we definitely have some work to do here now as we try to close in on this fight that's happening right here in front of us. It keeps I keep trying to downshift too quickly, apparently, as I keep getting that message at the top of the screen. Here we go on Valtteri Bottas now for P11, as we got Perez just in front now. As I'm trying to not run into the back of him there, nearly did, but gonna run a little bit wide again. Bottas will keep the position instead, so hard to complete this pass. We get so close right there, but once again had to jam on that brake pedal. I should be able to get Valtteri right here. Now we have the DRS, we have the slipstream. Look at the run that we got. He's got not much help there from Perez, so up the inside we'll go. We'll brake just a little bit more aggressive there into turn one, kind of force his hand a little bit. He is not going to have his hand force. He is not done battling point yet. He sticks it up the left rear, and we continue. And Valtteri, I'm going to send one up your inside because I know you're going to just stomp on the brake in the chicane. He just gets that drive. He's got that dog in him. Look at this man. He's absolutely legendary. I'm going to try and spin the car out. We keep it going in a straight line. Thank goodness his teammate Zhou Guan Yu going to come through as well. Look at the gains through the chicane, and now right on the back of Zhou Guan Yu, we're going to look up the inside. Can we get the pass done on him, and then try to focus back in on Valtteri Bottas? Now I'm just trying to outbrake him, make sure I'm clear into the corner, but then, you know, I'm going to allow Zhou to just about swing back to my left-hand side there, but finally the pass complete on him, and we can get back to where we were. It looks like it might be an Alpine up there, kind of holding up a train of cars right here in front of us. Oh, Valtteri's looking for a move on Perez down towards turn number one. The door is open. He's side by side, wheel to wheel. Perez says no. Valtteri can't complete the pass, and now putting himself vulnerable to myself once we go through the chicane, at least here now, as I'm going to wait. And here we go. Oh my goodness. He just stomped on that brake pedal. We're still right on the back of him though, so I don't see why we wouldn't be able to complete this pass. I'm going to go up the inside. I thought about going to the right for a second, but I just don't feel very confident in that lane. So we'll stomp on the brakes, get the car planted. There we go. Position gained up into P number 12. Can we get points here? If I remember correctly, in Motorsport, we came up short of points. We got 2.5 laps to try and pass Perez. I really do love driving this circuit here. Now, the more you take an open wheel car around here, it is so much fun. F1, IndyCar, both very fun to whip around this track. Well, Perez maybe look for a move on his teammate of Max Verstappen. Does not appear so. Here we go. There's the run we needed. Still have to tap the brake pedal a little bit, but nonetheless, getting alongside Sergio as we head down towards the braking zone, and we will clear him pretty easily. Oh, drove in very deep. That's why we cleared him so easy. As we continue side by side, Perez doesn't want to quite give it up there. He stays ahead for now. We're going to have a lap and a half. Actually, a little bit of a tap to the rear bumper there as I lose the back end for a quick second as we approach the final lap here in this Indianapolis, United States Grand Prix for F1 in 2023. Verstappen runs a little bit wide now as the leader hits the final lap, which is Pierre Gasly, by the way, is leading this race here now as we got a pretty good exit. Here we go down the front straightaway. Let's see what we can do. We'll open that rear wing, and Perez is in trouble here now. We saw him get the pass, or I got the pass done. He was able to get us back after running a little bit wide, but let's see what we can do down towards this first corner. He's up the inside. Gotta give him the space, of course, that he is entitled to. It is not our corner. I don't care what drivers like to say. And there we go. We are through into points. And now, here we go, we're going to have a shot at Verstappen as well, because look at that, we timed it pretty well. And now to the right side of Max now. This time we got to get the car, of course, planted on the apex instead of going a little bit too deep here. And I'm going to brake quite early, but it's going to work. Verstappen and myself side by side. Maybe a little bit of contact there, I felt. But this time, Verstappen's going to get clear. I'm going to go around the right side. There we go, force the issue. And then just trunk it into the right-hander. There we go. P9 on this final lap in Indianapolis. Just a few corners remain, of course. We got, what is that, Russell in front of us here now, but it's not going to be enough for him unless, of course, a miracle happens. But running a little bit wide, still keeping it within the track limits, but it's not going to be enough. P9, we'll take it, though, here in Indy. After one restart there with the quote-unquote red flag, Pierre Gasly picks up the victory. We are going to head down this front straightaway for a respectable 9th place effort. We'll take it. Overall, very, very fun circuit to drive. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. That's going to wrap it up for us here in F1 and its return to Indianapolis. Have a great day, everybody.